que suelo, manejar a la hora de hacer mis análisis. Ok. And we're also going to go live on YouTube, by the way. Em, Así que nada, si te vas conectando y me escuchas hablar en inglés es porque lo estoy haciendo bilingüe. If you're if you're getting on and you hear me speak in Spanish, I'm going to do it in English as well, so don't worry. Use the Discord chat to ask your questions. Pregúntenme por el chat de Discord sus preguntas. Okay, I'm going to try to get everybody on board. All right, el oro. Only gold. I don't trade anything else. Solamente el oro. We are going to go to the daily time frame. Vamos a ir a la gráfica del día para analizar qué ha estado ocurriendo, qué está pasando. Do I care about this over here? Not at all. Esto no me importa. Aquí esto no me importa. I don't care about this. I care about this. Eso es lo que a mí me interesa. Este pequeño fragmento. ¿Ok? Entonces, lo que yo siempre hago es marcar las zonas. What I always do is mark the areas that price has shown me important resistance or support. Las zonas que me ha mostrado evidentemente un soporte importante o una resistencia importante también. So obviously you could do this with a few candles, right? This is not hard. I know everybody knows how to do this. Yo sé que todo el mundo sabe hacer esto, pero vale la pena mostrar que sí. Esto se hace, se tiene que hacer. This is one consolidation range, una zona de consolidación, un rango. Ok, entonces, what I want to do is I want to know what the price is showing me that it's closing towards. Where are the candles closing towards? ¿Hacia dónde están cerrando las velas? ¿Qué es lo que me está mostrando el precio? Ok, so obviously, this candle right here, esta vela que está acá amarilla, the one that broke and closed above these ones, is showing me the intentions, the general intention. La intención general es alcista con esta vela hacia arriba. Ok. And on top of that, we have this candle. Tenemos esta vela que deja esta mecha. It leaves a wick back inside this range, but the candle closes above these candles. Entonces, esta mecha entra a este rango, pero cierra, si se dan cuenta, cierra por encima de estas. Okay? And this is very, very, very powerful. This is very powerful. Because that is price action. Eso es poderoso, esa es la acción de precio. Eso es lo que yo tengo que estar siempre pendiente. ¿Dónde están cerrando los cuerpos? Where are the bodies closing? And then the next candles, where are they respecting or not? ¿Sí? Es muy diferente, por ejemplo, si las velas cierran otra vez hacia abajo. For example, it's different if the candles close to the downside. ¿Sí? For example, this range right here, this is the daily range. This support over here and this resistance. This candle closed below. Esta vela cerró por debajo de este soporte. And it traded, se fue por debajo de esta mecha. It went under this wick. So the next candle tried, la siguiente vela intentó seguir cayendo, but it went back above. Fue otra vez a probar estos soportes y la parte de arriba de la vela. It went back up towards it. Now this is where it gets important. Watch. Because that candle, porque esa vela cerró otra vez por encima de estos soportes, because this candle closed above this level, that is what gave the market the strength to continue going higher. Eso le dio al mercado la fuerza para seguir subiendo. Esta vela solo intenta caer otra vez atrapando vendedores, rebota y esta sigue con fuerza. This candle just barely went below these candles. It trapped bears and it gave the market the strength in that rejection to continue breaking higher. Y todo fue, it was all because of this candle right here. Todo fue por esa vela que cerró por encima de estos niveles otra vez. Okay? All because of this candle closing above this level again. So this is what you could continue to expect to see. You can realize where the candles are closing. Eso es lo que van a seguir viendo, lo que tienen que seguir buscando. ¿Dónde me están cerrando las velas? Where are the wicks and where are the bodies? Los cuerpos de las velas me lo dicen todo. Las mechas hacen el daño. The wicks do the damage, but the bodies tell me everything. Okay. All right. What else are we doing? So this is the daily. Claramente, evidently, this is not going to continue to come down because this candle closed here and this one is already made a rejection here and trading up. And it's almost the end of New York. New York is king. New York is king. Nueva York manda. Esto ya no debería seguir cayendo porque ya el mercado intentó caer y la sesión está hacia arriba del precio del Daily Open. Esta vela del día ya está bullish. Nueva York es rey en el mercado, Nueva York manda. Si yo veo Nueva York que está empezando a cerrar alcista, dice mucho. Okay, if New York starts closing bullish, that tells me a lot. And that's what's happening right now. It is 2 p.m., only 3 hours to go. And as of now, the market is going to close like that. Por ahora el mercado va a cerrar así, le quedan 3 horas al mercado. We go to the 4-hour time frame. Let's see what the 4-hour time frame tells us. Vamos a ver qué nos dice la de 4 horas. Nuevamente, again, these levels. I want to know the bodies of the candles. What are they telling me? Quiero saber qué es lo que me dicen los cuerpos. ¿Dónde me están cerrando los cuerpos? Okay. So we know this is an important level weekly and daily, so I'm going to mark it down with another color. Este es otro color. Voy a marcar este color que es un nivel fuerte diario. And now this is the 4-hour level. Estos son los niveles de 4 horas. Ok, entonces nuevamente sí, vemos esta vela negra cerrar acá fuerte, pero la mecha esta se asoma por debajo del nivel diario y cierra otra vez por acá encima de este tráfico. Okay, see, this session is weird. This whole behavior is weird. Okay, because this candle closed down, but it left a wick under that daily level and closed up here, respecting these candles. And this one as well. This one starts here. Esta también empieza acá, se asoma por acá abajo, pero cierra por acá arriba otra vez. Right? Entonces acá el mercado lo que está es bailando, it's dancing up and down en el máximo histórico, at the maximum high. The only reason I would go short, la única razón por la cual yo vendería es si una vela me cierra por así grande. It's if I see a bearish candle close very strong like this one or this one. Okay, pero ¿qué pasa? What happens here? El mercado ya cayó y ya se recuperó. It already came down, it made a retracement, I'm sorry, and it bounced already. Okay, so the trend is continuing. La tendencia está siguiendo, está continuando. Whether are we going to have another correction or not, we don't know that. No sabemos si vamos a tener otra corrección. Es probable, de pronto el mercado quiere caer otra vez por acá y vuelve y sube. It's very likely for it to calm down all the way back over here and then bounce again. Okay? But that's what we have to study. Eso es lo que tenemos que hacer. De eso se trata. Vamos a otras temporalidades. 1 hora. 1 hour time frame. Let's see what's happening. Look at that lovely wick. Eso a mí me encanta. Esas mechas de rechazo son muy poderosas y por eso entramos nosotros. That is why we enter that long trade over here. I thought the daily open was going to get respected. Yo pensé que el precio de la apertura del día se iba a respetar. But they went lower. Se fueron más abajo. Okay? And that's where there was a big rejection. Un rechazo inicial importante. And that's where we're holding our long position to see if we can manage to break maximum highs again. A ver si alcanzamos a llevarnos el precio hasta acá arriba, pero quién sabe, toca ver. Ok. Again, it's weird. It's a weird session. I would have liked New York to close above this level again. Ok. Me hubiera gustado ver Nueva York cerrar por acá encima de estos niveles. This is now the 1 hour levels. We're going to put those colors in, I don't know, green. Ok, so look what happened. Miren qué pasó con estos niveles en verde que son los niveles de 1 hora. El mercado los respeta. The market respected that level. So we're now is looking to go back to the other levels. Entonces ya está buscando los otros niveles. And as we see price behave around those levels, desde que como veamos el precio comportarse en esos niveles, then we can take trades. Entonces vamos a abrir operaciones, ¿ok? El hecho que haya rebotado por acá ya me indica que de pronto quiere volver a bajar por aquí. The fact that it bounced from here indicates that it's possible for it to come back, look for this level, maybe this one, who knows? I don't care right now because we already took our trade. It's not wise to trade the PM session, especially now because it's so consolidated. No es muy sabio operar la sesión PM de Nueva York, en especial cuando está consolidado todo esto. Okay, this is a range right here. I don't know if it's going to come all the way back down to the support. No sé si va a volver a bajar a este soporte. You see that? So right now, scalping is your best friend. Okay, scalping es tu mejor amigo en estos momentos cuando el mercado está así de consolidado. Entran y salen, entran y salen. ¿Listo? Entonces, so this is basically what I do. Eso es básicamente lo que yo hago. Marco mis niveles interesantes, importantes, donde el mercado me ha demostrado en el pasado que se comporta de cierta manera. I mark these levels that I know in the past the market has shown me certain behavior. Y con base en ellos, en la reacción de esos niveles, yo tomo trades. Based on the reaction of those levels, I take trades. Look at what happened here. This level is very important. Es muy importante este nivel. The fact that it bounced here at 1 p.m. yesterday, el hecho que haya rebotado aquí a la 1 de la tarde ayer, it says a lot. Dice mucho. That's why the market here tried to come back, but it's so sensitive. It's very sensitive. Esa es una zona sensible. You could think of this, pueden pensar esto como una zona sensible, okay? So this is a sensitive area. Sensitive, okay? Eso es sensible. Sensible. This is sensitive for the market because in the past, it bounced hard from that area. Eso es importante en el futuro, ¿ok? Entonces, así vamos. ¿Qué otra zona es sensible? Pues obviamente el máximo, el histórico, pues porque cuando el mercado llegó por acá se cayó. Another sensitive area, of course, are the resistance levels. Whenever price reaches those high levels, it tends to react. That is why in this level, it reacted the same way it reacted here. Por eso cuando llegó acá, reaccionó hacia la baja. Llegó acá, reaccionó hacia la baja. ¿Ok? Hasta que nos demuestre una vela lo contrario. Until we don't see a candle close. Okay, I may be saying things that you already know. I understand that, okay? Many of you should have this sort of basic level of understanding of the market. Esto es un nivel como general y básico del entendimiento del mercado. Where I want to get a bit more, I guess, advanced is in terms of the liquidity. Me voy a meter un poquito más de lleno y un poquito más avanzado en términos de la liquidez. What is liquidity? ¿Qué es liquidez? ¿Cómo puedo saber que ya el mercado robó liquidez? How do I know that the market already grabbed liquidity? What does that mean? Okay, entonces para esto nos tenemos que ir a las gráficas menores de 15 minutos o de 5 minutos. So for this, I have to go down to lower time frames in the 15 minute, maybe 5 minutes. What do I need to do? ¿Qué tengo que hacer? I want to see what happens around those areas of higher time frames. Me interesa ver qué pasa en temporalidades bajitas en esas zonas de temporalidades altas. Ok, so, where do we start? Vamos a ver dónde empezamos. No voy a hablar de el presente, ok. I'm not going to talk about the present so that we can understand a past event and then we can comprehend better the present. Voy a hablar de un evento del pasado para que podamos entender mejor el presente. Okay, so we're in an uptrend. Eso es importante identificar. Estamos en una tendencia alcista. So we're going up. Gold goes up, by the way. I'm going to get into this in a little bit. Voy a hablar de esto en unos minutos, los fundamentales, the fundamentals of gold. What is driving gold? Why is it not coming down? What's the matter? It's overpriced. The RSI, the MACD, blah, blah, blah. Elliott wave count, wave 5, corrective wave. Man, I'm sorry. Fuck that. Lo siento. A la mierda con todo eso porque hay más cosas que están moviendo el oro. There's more that moves gold. Y eso es la situación geopolítica, la situación monetaria, the geopolitical conflict, the economic and financial situation, uncertainty. Ok, entonces en este momento háganle caso a la tendencia. The trend is your friend. So, that being said, dicho eso, tenemos que aprendernos una mecánica que utiliza el oro. We have to learn this mechanism that gold uses to continue its trend. And that is very simple. We're going to have a consolidation area, then we're going to have a manipulation, and then we're going to have a distribution. Ok, vamos a tener una zona de consolidación, el mercado, la, 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 la. Oh no, oh my God, se va a caer, it's going to go down. Oh my, oh no, gold is coming down. Oh shit, never mind, psych, bye bye, fuck you all. Eso es lo que hace el oro en este momento. Baila, intenta caer, engaña a todo el mundo, a la mierda, chao. ¿Ok? Entonces, con base en ese criterio, la liquidez está por debajo de toda esa zona de consolidación. The liquidity is under all of that consolidation area. ¿Ok? And no solo eso, it's not the whole area, no solamente eso. Está en áreas en donde antes el mercado rebota. It's where price previously bounces and it leaves y deja un bajo anterior. It leaves a low. Ok, entonces acá hay un low. ¿Sí? Luego está este soporte, then it's this support. And then when the market fakes everybody to sell, what it wants to do is it wants to grab the orders that are resting below that previous low where people are buying, donde la gente compra, está aguantando acá, el mercado se cae, ¿y qué pasa? If you're buying here, where is your stop loss? Well, most likely is right around that low. Es muy probable que esté justo por aquí abajo. I don't know anybody who's going to buy and is going to put their stop loss all the way down here. That's not logical. Eso no es lógico. Alguien que compra ahí pone el stop loss aquí en la mierda. No, señor. Entonces, we're going to put our stop loss tight. Everybody does. Because they have to fucking protect their money. So, acá hay órdenes, there's liquidity, the market grabs that. Y aquí es donde ustedes van a tener que estar pendientes. This is where the magic comes in, guys. Right here. Aquí es donde vamos a buscar algo. Muy también, muy simple. Lo que pasa es que es difícil meter el trade en el momento. This is easy to say, but sometimes it's hard to actually execute this. But, if you follow me on Instagram, si me sigues en Instagram, ustedes ven que yo dibujo el mercado todos los días, cada vez que puedo. You see me draw the market every day. I've gotten so much criticism. Why are you drawing the market? You can just use the charts. Why are you wasting your time? Me han dicho que pierdo mi tiempo. Pues mire, yo dibujo el mercado porque así me lo aprendo. That's how I memorize this shit. And I see it over and over and over. And so it's there. It's always there. Siempre está ahí. Esto no falla. Mire. This doesn't fail. That doesn't fail. Acá tampoco. This doesn't fail. I know what happens here. Yo también te puedo decir qué pasa. This doesn't fail. You can see this every fucking day. I'm sorry, I'm being mean or rude. Lo siento, pero lo vamos a ver. Yo quiero mostrárselos. I want to show this to you. Okay? Because this is so powerful, guys. Look. Vamos a meternos. We're going to go to the 15-minute time frame, 5-minute time frame, even the 1-minute time frame. We're going to see the market by the minute. And we're going to fucking grab the market by the balls, dude. Eso es lo que vamos a estar haciendo. Le vamos a meter al mercado, mejor dicho, con toda, parce. Vamos a agarrar el mercado al toro de los huevos. We're going to grab the bull by the balls. So, here we are. This is Asia session, Sydney session. This happened in London. I don't want to confuse you with the sessions, no los voy a confundir con las sesiones, pero es el comportamiento, es the behavior. Consolidation, a V-shape manipulation, and then a big-ass distribution. And this happened, esto pasó después de una V. This happened after a V-shape. This happened after a bounce. Pasó después de un rechazo. El mercado acá rebota. Okay, ¿y por qué rebota ahí? Why did it bounce there? Oh, what is this? Look, you see that? Eso es un mínimo anterior. What was I telling you here? ¿Qué les estaba mostrando aquí antes? El mercado deja un mínimo, it leaves a low, people are buying, they think they're fucking Superman, se creen Superman, y el mercado luego va, los atrapa y sigue. It traps them. You see that? People are winning, whatever, then they sell, whatever, lo que sea, y acá hay liquidez. This is liquidity. Ahí está la liquidez. Cuando ustedes vean, when you see the market, que se asoma por debajo, it peaks below a low, and it closes back above it, y cierra por encima otra vez, That is powerful. Eso es poderoso. It's a famous fake breakout. Okay? Entonces, ¿qué vemos? What do we see? The market closed down here. It bounced and it closed back above over here. Cerró por debajo de este mínimo aquí, pero cuando rebota, cierra otra vez por encima. Entonces lo que tiene su mente, your mind, has to reset itself. Tienen que borrar lo que pasó toda esta sesión. ¿Por qué? Pues número uno, estamos en una tendencia alcista. Number one, we're on uptrend. So don't fall for these long falls. Don't fall for these drops. No caigas por estas caídas. De hecho, son necesarias y así es como se corrige el oro en estos momentos. No es que así sea siempre. It doesn't mean it's always like that, but that's how gold makes a correction. It has to do it fast, violently. It has to shake people out. It has to create the emotion. It's going to come down. Tiene que crear esa emoción de que va a caer. Okay, so what happens? Again, the market closes back above this low. It consolidates. And then it makes a fake out again. It closes back inside that consolidation. Entonces el mercado cierra por encima, se consolida, hace otra trampa y vuelve a cerrar por encima con volumen, with volume. Check this out. Volume. You want to talk about volume? ¿Quieres hablar de volumen? Acá está tu volumen. Those candles are stronger, bigger, more decisive than all of these ones before. Esas velas son decisivas y son fuertes mucho más que las anteriores. Entonces ahí está el volumen. That is institutional trading. Those are institutional footprints. Esas son huellas institucionales, volumen grande, gordo, pesado. ¿Sí? Entonces, obviamente ahí no son, that doesn't mean there's 500,000 retail traders buying 0.01 lots. No significa que son 500,000 traders con 0.01, 0.03. Those are fucking banks, institution, hedge funds putting orders. Entonces aquí, después de ver ese comportamiento, ¿qué vemos? What do we see after? This is so important, guys. I know I haven't shown you the magic yet in here. Sé que no les he mostrado la magia acá abajo, pero watch this. This is another trick. Es otro truquito. We're going to measure the consolidation area, and we want to see the 50% of that range. What does it do? It bounces off of that 50%. I'm going to pause for a second. Voy a pausar esto un segundo. Because when I've talked about this, people have said, "Oh no, you're talking about, you know, you're clearly demonstrating that example because that is a perfect example where it does what you're saying." Me han dicho que yo muestro esto así porque ese es el ejemplo preciso que muestra lo que estoy diciendo. You go ahead and try it for yourself today, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, in a month, in a year. Go back 5 years. Measure any consolidation area and look what happens on the 50% level of that consolidation. Analicen qué pasa en el 50% de esas consolidaciones. Ustedes pueden hacer esto hoy, mañana, en un año. Váyanse en el pasado 5 años. Estudien cualquier zona de consolidación. ¿Qué ocurre en el nivel 50% de esa consolidación? Ya sea hacia arriba o hacia abajo. I don't care if it's up or down. It's magic. It's called algorithmic trading. Esos son algoritmos de trading. It took me 5 years. Me tomó 5 años. Darme cuenta, realize and fully believe and understand that the market is algorithmic 1,100%. Esta vaina la mueven los algoritmos. Me costó 5 años aprender y creerlo. You read about this, you watch YouTube videos about this. Ustedes ven videos, pero no es fácil dimensionarlo. It's not easy to kind of like grab the idea. Like, how is it that an algorithm is moving the whole market? What the fuck? What does that mean? How does that work? ¿Cómo funciona eso? O sea, eso es jodido de entender. When you see these things mathematically be perfect, that's your answer. Cuando ven que matemáticamente tiene sentido y es perfecto, esa es la respuesta. Because it doesn't mean that 100,000 people, again, it doesn't mean 100,000 people are deciding to buy at the 50% of a consolidation. No quiere decir que 500,000 personas están decidiendo comprar o vender en el 50% de un retroceso. No. Oh, wait, hold on. Why do you say that? How come there are, the Fibonacci retracement, and how come it's how come that is the book, the textbook. I bought this textbook and that's what it tells me. I'm supposed to, pues yo compré un libro y ahí me dice, y los videos y me dicen que el retroceso de Fibonacci y los well, yeah, shit, that's math. That's how the algorithms are programmed. Por eso se programan los algoritmos de esa manera. They are programmed that in order so that when price is at 50%, 61%, 75%, execute. Se programan con las variables estos se llaman condiciones de que cuando el precio llegue al 50%, al 61%, al total, actúe, haga algo, compre, suba, venda. So, now, why? ¿Por qué? Because clearly, not 100,000 people have the same money that Goldman Sachs. Porque obviamente ni 100,000 personas tienen el mismo capital que el banco Goldman Sachs. So, I know I got deep a little bit with the algorithmic trading, but you have to know this. It's just something that you will, because here's the thing, because here you're going to see it. Acá lo van a ver. Okay, entonces. I'm loving this session. Aren't you loving this session? Me encanta. Okay, so, now that we understand that gold consolidates, makes this manipulation, actually most markets do. You can go to a forex pair and this will always play out. Well, entonces lo que vamos a hacer es ver acá adentro qué pasa en 5 y en 1 minuto. So let's zoom out. Let's go to the 1 minute and 5 minute because I want to really understand how do I get in that. Okay? So, check it out. We want to see this is a very particular example. Este es un ejemplo muy particular porque es relativamente fácil. It's relatively easy, this one, because this is a big clue. Esta es una huella muy grande. It's not that clean normally. No siempre es así de bonito. This is, I would say, like, this casually is a perfect example. Casualmente este es un ejemplo perfecto. But what you want to see, lo que quieren ver, is many candles, muchas velas, bajar así, fuerte, rapidly. And then slowly start to make a pause. El mercado hace una pausa. And then it comes down and up real quick. Luego baja y sube muy rápido. And the future candles respect the same level that these ones stopped. Las siguientes velas respetan el mismo nivel que las anteriores, que se violaron anteriormente. And after, you have to see a big candle close above. Después tienen que ver una vela grande cerrar por encima, above these ones. Okay? That is your clue. Okay? Esa es su señal. And you see this in the 1 minute, 5 minute, lo ven en todas las temporalidades. Even in the second, a 1 minute wick, una mecha de 1 minuto are 30 second, 30, how many seconds? Shit. Hold on, I froze a second. How many seconds? 60 seconds in 1 minute. Okay, so it's 60 candles of 1 second each. Okay, entonces la mecha de una hora, de 1 minuto, son 60 velas de 1 segundo. You see the same thing. Si pudiéramos ver la gráfica de 1 segundo cada vela, veríamos esto. If we could see a 1 second chart, we would see the same thing. Okay, entonces, aquí que vemos? What do we see here? These candles closing, but they're leaving. Look at the bodies. The bodies are closing and opening here. And then this one closes back above the bodies of these ones. Los cuerpos, el mismo principio que utilizamos. The same principle we started from in the 1 daily time frame. And we saw how the bodies were respecting the levels. Y vimos cómo los cuerpos respetaban esos niveles y por eso el mercado nos demostraba la dirección. That's how we knew exactly what direction is telling us it's going. Here it is, in the 1 minute. Same thing. So why do I say it's easy? ¿Por qué digo que este ejemplo es fácil? Because this is so obvious right there. This is too obvious. Let's go check another example. If you have any questions right now, use the chat. Here's another one. Look at this one. It's a bit more obvious, but it's not that easy because este es otro ejemplo que es como raro porque tenemos como estas velas acá y luego esta que intentó engañar. This one kind of like try to fake people. Pero miren los principios. Acá hay un soporte. There's an equal low. Low, low, low. This is called engineered liquidity. Esto es liquidez ingenieriada o diseñada. And how does that work? ¿Eso cómo funciona? Liquidez ingenieriada. How does that work? Algorithms, they will los algoritmos van a detectar un mínimo. They're going to detect a low. And then whenever price reaches that low, they're going to buy again. Cuando el precio llegue a ese mínimo, compran otra vez. And when it reaches again, buy again. Y cuando llega otra vez, compra otra vez. And they could do this a few times. Lo hacen varias veces. Why? ¿Para qué? Para dar la idea, to give the idea that there's a clear evidence support. Para que la gente crea que ahí es un soporte evidente e importante. So what does that do? That obligates, in a way, people to buy. It persuades them to buy. Los persuade a comprar. And where the fuck are they going to put the stop loss? Right below the even lows. Debajo de los equal lows van a poner su stop loss. ¿Por qué? Why? Because they don't have $1 million to risk 500 or 5,000 or 100,000. Porque no tienen $1 millón para arriesgar 5,000 y 50,000. So they have to put a fucking tight stop loss. Tienen que poner el stop loss apretado. And so that is why the market goes all the way down. It fucking goes down. It goes down. Because that is where all the stop losses are. Los algoritmos no saben dónde están el stop loss. They can't detect it. But it's fucking obvious. No lo pueden detectar, pero es muy, 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 muy obvio. Entonces, so what you gotta do, lo que tenemos que hacer es wait. Wait until, esperar a que el algoritmo y las instituciones hayan entrado. They're in. And they are in when there's volume. Van a estar adentro, toca esperar cuando estén adentro, cuando hay volumen. En la dirección opuesta, on the opposite direction. So this candle right here was your signal. And then look at this one. Mira esta. Intenta bajar. It tries to go back down, but it holds. It respects that low. Respeta ese mínimo. You see that? That is fucking powerful. Eso es poderoso. Now, what I'm trying to show you, and vamos a ver más ejemplos. We're going to see more examples. Hold on. What I'm trying to show you is I'm not trying to make you buy every low possible. No, we can get there. We will get there. Vamos a llegar al punto de poder comprar en el mínimo. Lo que les estoy mostrando es que pueden ver esa evidencia. Cuando la vean, tienen un trade de alta probabilidad. When you see this, you have a high probability trade. That's all. Once you see the V shape, go to my YouTube, watch my videos, V shapes. Once you see that, you have a high probability trade. Después de ver una V, ustedes pueden comprar aquí y ponen su stop loss en cualquier punto de la V. You could put your stop loss anywhere on the V itself because that's going to respect. It should respect. Okay? Let's keep watching. Let's keep looking. This is 5 minutes. This is 5 minutes, but you know what? Let's go to the 1 minute. I want you to show... Vamos a ver el minuto para que vean esta vaina cómo es que es. My screen moved a little. There you go. Okay. Vamos a un minuto. Which session? Which session? Ask Said. This can happen any session. Any session. There will be a manipulation. The market manipulates. The market has to create liquidity. Has to create that fake breakout, and it has to trap people. El mercado tiene que atrapar vendedores y compradores creando esos movimientos. Esto ocurre en cualquier sesión. What happened here? 1 minute. What am I doing? I think this was the example we were watching. Aquí, sí. Ese es el ejemplo que estábamos viendo. Was this the example I'm looking at? Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Where were we? Oh, I can't see more candles of the 1 minute. What is this? Okay, that's okay. Where were we? I got lost. Eso es lo que pasa cuando cambio de temporalidades. I know this happens to many of us. I think this is it. Okay, I'm gonna mark this with a square. I was here, I think. Were we there? No, we weren't there. I'm sorry. A ver. Aquí. All right, the circle, 1 minute. I don't think I'm allowed to see that many candles in the past. Maybe that's the thing. Yeah, it stops right there. Okay. Oh yeah, power your plan. 20,000 bars will be premium. Fuck you. I already have essential. Whatever. Okay, entonces miren, vamos a ver este ejemplo. Let's just go to this example that I can see in the 1 minute. So, 1 minute, this example. Oh, this example is interesting. Este es un ejemplo interesante porque we don't see volume, or we don't see an evident confirmation until this high is broken. Okay? Um, what do we see here, however? ¿Qué es lo que vamos a ver aquí? Sin embargo, es este comportamiento aquí. Right here, this area. Okay, this is the 1 minute. So we have this high. I'm gonna delete this. We have this high right here, okay? Keep in mind this high always. Whenever you see the market, mark those highs. Marquen esos altos cuando va cayendo y los mínimos. Also the low. Okay? As you see price come down, a medida que lo vean, leave it, let it fall, let it do whatever it wants. Dejen que haga lo que tenga que hacer. There will be a moment, va a llegar un momento en el que un mínimo se va a violar until the last one low is gonna get like violated and then trade back above. Lo van a violar y cerrar otra vez por encima. In this case, it was this wick. This candle went below that wick, but it closed, right? It went back up, the candle, pero la vela volvió a subir. That is your first, like, initial kind of signal that, like, something might change. Que como que algo puede cambiar ahí. Because previously, porque antes, miren lo que pasaba. Before that wasn't happening. The wick, this candle closed very near it. Esta vela cerró ahí. Then this one closed below it. Esta cerró por debajo. What about this one? ¿Qué pasa con este low? What happens with this low? This candle closes almost near it. Este casi llega ahí y esta vela cierra por debajo. This one closes below it. You see that? You see the difference? And this one here as well. This one was a first attempt. Okay, interesting. But what happens? What happened with this high? Did it get violated? No. You see that? Este alto no se lo llevó el mercado. You see that? Okay, so this was a fake attempt to buy. Eso fue un intento como que atrapando ahí compradores. I bet you that this level in the past, por allá, apuesto que esto por allá no era una zona tan importante como esta. It wasn't such an important area as this one. ¿Qué vemos? Manipulación. Manipulation. This is your low. Ahí está su mínimo. Ahí está el mínimo obvious. The obvious low. So what happens here? Algorithms start buying. They start putting money. They start inducing people to buy. And then they say, fuck you. I'm sorry for my language, but that's what they do. Literally. Eso es lo que hacen literalmente. Entonces, so, after that FU candle, después de esa vela, empezamos a ver, we start seeing a change in story. Like, oh, okay, so now you're not going to do that again, right? Ahora ya no vas a hacer eso. Entonces tenemos este mínimo, que esta vela, this low, that this candle comes below it, but closes back above it. Vuelve a cerrar por encima. And then this one, it stops. Se consolida. And then what do we see? Entonces tenemos que marcar, why did it stop there? ¿Por qué las velas cerraron ahí? ¿Por qué? Why did the candles leave that area right there? I don't know, but it's important. Let's mark it. We have to mark it. Why? Because, ¿por qué? Desde que yo vea, the moment I see a candle close above that is the clue. That is a confirmation. That is your institutional level trading. Ese es un nivel de trading institucional, porque ahí yo ya veo esa vela cerrando por encima. What does that mean? ¿Eso qué significa? That this low, que este mínimo, was the fucking maximum low. Ese fue el mínimo absoluto en ese momento. In that precise moment. Inmediatamente por un tiempo. It doesn't mean it's going to be forever and ever. It means that at least it has to retest this high. Al menos tiene que ir a este alto. ¿Cómo lo hizo aquí? The same way it went on this push. It went to try that high. It went to try this pause. So there's money. That's money. I don't have to go all the way to the moon. I have to go to the previous high. So, okay, if I grab an order from here, what is that? Let's see. How many pips is that? I do my math. If I enter here, right, whenever I see that big candle, maybe I enter right on it. Maybe it closes, de pronto entro ahí. Okay, perfecto. Where do I put my stop loss? At that low. At that low, because I know that's the maximum possible low at that moment. Porque ese es mi mínimo hasta el momento. Okay, where can I go? At least to that high. What is that relation? Okay, it's not that good. It's like a 1-1, but it's money. And it's immediate because I have more. I have all this level, all of these equal highs in higher time frames. This is just the 1 minute. Look at the 5 minute. Look at all this. There's so much. What's the trend? Es toda la tendencia. Tengo todos estos niveles. La tendencia es alcista. Tengo mucho más por subir. The actual true relation of that ratio, it's humongous. This is like 1 to 10 at least. 1 to 5 at least. Easy 1 to 10. When you're holding a trade, cuando aguantas un trade, 2-3 horas. When you hold it 2 to 3 hours. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go to more examples. Vamos a ver más ejemplos. Okay. Going back to the question, which session? Volviendo a la pregunta de cuál sesión. Obviously, New York is the best. Obviamente, Nueva York es la mejor porque it's the one that's going to create more liquidity. Is gonna make this bigger moves. Va a tener muchos movimientos mucho más bruscos, más aperitivos para aprovecharse de ellos. Okay. Let's look at this example. We have a low here. We have a wick. Okay, let's see. We're not looking at anything in the present. Vamos a hacerlo así. Vamos marcando. Vamos marcando lo que está haciendo. We mark it. We extend these levels. We see a first intention of it faking out and closing above. Vemos un primer intento de cerrar por abajo y volver a cerrar por encima. I don't like this yet because there's not a big candle. No me gusta todavía pues porque no hay una vela grande. But we have to continue and mark the bodies too, the bodies of these candles, right? So as we see price closing above, desde que vea ya los precios cerrando por encima, that's interesting, eso me interesa. Keep those levels in mind. Mantengan los niveles en mente siempre. You extend these levels, you extend these levels. Esos son sus puntos de entrada después de que vean este tipo de comportamiento. These are your potential entry levels. Porque miren, fíjense lo perfecto que es. Look at how perfect the market is. It respects these levels. So after seeing this candle bounce here, coming in here, but bouncing up, desde que yo vea esta vela que entra por acá y cierra acá con cuerpo fuerte, it's telling me, me está mostrando que ya esta es una zona de rechazo. It's showing me that this is a rejection area. I don't need to, I'm not picking this example just because it's there. It's what I see. Es lo que yo veo. Esto no es porque ahí está. Eso es porque ya el mercado me está demostrando. It's showing me. The candles are telling me I'm bouncing here, I'm bouncing here, I'm bouncing here, I'm rejecting here. El precio me está mostrando esto. So that's what I do, you know, and that's what I motivate you to do because you can get a lot of money here. Entonces miren, look, I target these highs because I know there's liquidity. Why is there liquidity? Porque hay liquidez ahí. What are the people doing that are selling here? Selling here, selling here. They're putting their stop loss above the high. So that's where the market goes to get the money from that high. There you go. You see that? So this is what we're going to look for every time. I promise you this works. This works amazingly, okay? And yes, this works to the downside as well. The same thing. You see the market go up, and then it starts showing volume to the downside. Let's go to the trade of today. Vamos a ver el trade de hoy, porque ¿qué podemos hacer? What can we do to add more information? ¿Qué podemos hacer para agregar información valiosa? We can, again, mix everything with the levels. Podemos mezclar todo con los niveles. Miren, ya el mercado está otra vez asomándose. You see, I told you the price might want to look for these levels now. It bounced off of this level. It's going to look for another important level. Our trade was from here to here. We got our money. That's it. I don't need to hold the whole night or day. I don't need to go to the moon because I don't know if it's going to go to the moon. No sé si va a llegar a la luna. Ojalá, pero no, como no lo sé. Entonces, what are the levels, right? ¿Cuáles son los niveles sensibles? Obviously, we mark this area. Okay, entonces, acá ya sabemos, we know that price is reaching these areas. Estamos viendo el mercado llegar a esas zonas importantes. Ya entendemos que por debajo de esas zonas va a estar la liquidez. We understand now that under these levels is where liquidity is going to be. Entonces, a medida que el precio baja a otras zonas de liquidez, más sensible va a llegar a ser. The more the price goes down, lower, the more sensitive it's going to be eventually when it reaches an important area for these algorithms and for institutions to buy and execute and where their orders are resting. Entonces, donde está el volumen gordo institucional es donde más fuerte va a reaccionar. Entonces, why did price actually bounce here? ¿Por qué el mercado rebotó ahí hoy? Específicamente hoy. What the fuck happened today that the market bounced right there? What the hell? Why? Okay. If we extend this area in the past, this is the 15-minute time frame. In the past, these candles, the bodies of these candles got violated here. Aquí el mercado violó estos cuerpos y los respetó, and it respected it from here on. De ahí en adelante. Okay. So, 15-minute time frame. This behavior, ese comportamiento de 15 minutos or 15 minutes is the same thing of a 1 minute. Es lo mismo que les llevo mostrando de un minuto, que en el futuro el mercado debería reaccionar igual. That is actually the same example that we just saw down over here with the 1 minute, where I told you to keep an eye for those levels. That in the future the market will respect it. Watch, the market moves the same way in 1 minute, 1 second, 5 milliseconds, 1,000 years. Miren qué pasó aquí. Look at what happened here in the future with these levels. The moment the bodies, these candles respect it, it bounced from it in the near future. Where was that other trade I showed you? I think it was even lower. Right around here somewhere. Where is it? Here it is. There it is. Right there. Watch. This is the same thing. You're going to be like, oh my God, what? Van a ver. Miren, eso es muy similar al comportamiento que estamos viendo. El mercado, market, closed above these wicks, above these candles, and it bounced from here for all this period of time. Is 1 minute, but it's a lot of minutes. And in the future, when it went back down, beneath that area, where it showed it bounced from, cuando volvió en el futuro, después de varios minutos, porque sí, es un minuto, pero son muchos minutos, cuando volvió a esa zona, when it went back to that area, it bounced again, volvió a rebotar. So, the same thing happens on the daily, 1 hour, 2 hours, 53 minutes, 58,000 milliseconds. We go to the 1 hour, vamos a la de 1 hora. Let's see what happened today, 5 minutes. This level, in 15 minutes, I was showing you the level in 15 minutes right here. Whenever, cuando el mercado rompe esta zona, estos cuerpos, and this candle closing and this candle rejecting there, that is powerful. Because in the future, whatever, it could have been, pudo haber sido a la hora, a las 3 horas, al día. It could have been any moment in time afterward. But eventually, if price gets there, it's going to react. I'm not saying it's going to bounce and it's going to go to the fucking moon. No estoy diciendo que ahí va a rechazar y se va a ir al... No. Va a reaccionar. It's going to react. It's going to be sensitive. Something is going to happen I can profit from. Algo va a pasar de donde me puedo aprovechar. So, let's study the wicks. You see that? The wick went just right in that empty space where this one respected. So, when we see the 1 minute, entonces, what can we do? Okay, by the way, we have to mark these levels. Remember, I told you to extend them in the future. Pues esa es la importancia de mapear el mercado y extender los niveles. This had to be a homework. Es la tarea de todo trader hacer los niveles. Porque desde que yo hubiese marcado ese nivel ahí, hubiera sabido que ahí algo pudo haber pasado. If I had mapped this, which is why I sent the signal to the Discord, because I had this area shown as a potential buy area. I have to wait and see what happens there. Entonces, espero ahí porque yo tenía esa zona marcada a ver qué pasa. Well, ¿qué pasa? Well, let's see what happens. Let's go to the 1 minute. What happened in the 1 minute? Okay, let's go. Let's fucking go and see what happens in 1 minute. Come on. The 1 minute, watch. Mira el minuto. A low. Another low. Mira, it's even... If I had the 30-second time frame, it would have been beautiful. Si tuviera 30 segundos sería hermoso. Pero look at another low right here with the wicks. Look at this wick. Boom, closed above. And look at this one. Boom, closed above. You see that? This always happens, people. Esto siempre pasa. Entonces, ¿qué veo? ¿Qué veo? Esta mecha baja, it comes down y cierra por encima de estos cuerpos. It closed above the bodies and the wicks of these ones. ¿Dónde? En mi zona marcada, inside the area that I had marked out. ¿Qué vemos después? What do we see? This candle tries to go lower, but it doesn't go lower. It doesn't come lower than that wick. And it closes with volume. Cierra con volumen por encima de what? Above what? Above this wick, and above these candles. The closing and opening of these candles. So there is your first initial intention and clue that there are institutional algorithmical orders entering the market here. For now. For then and there. Por ahí, por ahora, en ese momento. Repito, I say it again. No estoy diciendo que ahí, hoy, a partir de ahí, el mercado se va a la mierda. I'm not saying that today, right now, from there, is going to go to the moon. No, I'm saying at that moment, en ese momento, algo va a pasar. Something's going to happen. What? What's going to happen? Okay, well, let's fucking study what's going to happen. Vamos a ver qué puede pasar. Okay, vamos a ver. So, remember I told you, mark your levels. Where the candles are stopping. So, here, they stopped and came down. Here, they stopped and went up. So, I marked these levels. I extended out. Here as well. This, right here. Look at that. Look, check it out. You see that? And right here as well. I don't have to do this in the minute time frame, but my eyes see it. I don't have to draw rectangle by rectangle, but I'm drawing it so that you understand what you have to see. Yo lo dibujo para que ustedes entiendan qué tienen que ver los ojos, no que porque it's gonna take at least 5 minutes to draw everything. Al menos en 5 minutos dibujan todo, pero se les va al mercado. You have to this is what your eyes have to be trained to see. Entonces, a medida que yo extiendo, as I extend these in the future and I see price not respecting, that's your confirmation. Esa es su confirmación desde que yo vea que el precio no respeta esos niveles, las velas, los cuerpitos, the bodies. Look at these bodies right here. You see that? Look at the body of these ones. Look at the bodies here. You see that? Aquí el mercado cierra por debajo, pero después cierra por arriba. It closed below, but then it closed back above. And where does it fail to enter? This range. This low. That this wick made. These wicks, you see that? That is the minimum low. This is the last minimum low right there. It doesn't get there. That's where your stop loss could be. It can be. No problem. That is why the trade today fucking held. I'll show you why. I'll show you what I mean. It's on the Discord. I'll pull the Discord out. The signal, the stop loss. I didn't leave it. I didn't put it out. Because I knew it was going to hold. Check it out. Aquí. You see the stop loss there? Right below the low. It's going to hold. It has to hold. It should hold. It doesn't absolutely hold because everything can happen. Pero es muy probable. It's very likely it's going to hold. It's very likely it will hold. Okay. So, your stop loss is right below that low. It's very safe there because está seguro ahí porque ya vimos, we already saw, an institutional clue, una huella institucional. Let's go back, see what happens. Where could we have taken this to? ¿Hacia dónde nos pudimos haber ido? Previous high, al alto anterior, alto anterior. El mercado llega y cierra. And price, not only does it get to the previous high, it closes above the previous high. No solo llega al alto anterior, cierra por encima del alto anterior. And that is powerful. Cuando cierra, it must use those levels as a stair. Utiliza esos niveles como rebote. So now, I'm showing you how you can re-enter the market. Ahora les estoy mostrando cómo pueden volver a entrar. ¿Ya? Entonces, the moment the price respects those levels, is confirmation that is the direction. Desde el punto que el mercado respete esos niveles, me está demostrando que esa es la dirección en la que está yendo. So even if you miss this absolutely low, así tú te pierdas ese mínimo absoluto, tienes confirmación. You have confirmation. Okay? Now, 1 minute, it goes up to these highs and it stopped there. Paró aquí. ¿Por qué habrá parado ahí? Hay que ver. What happens there? Okay, let's see. There is a level here. There's a low there. Okay. So that low has to work the same way these lows. Se comporta igual. Miren acá, this low, the market got there, it reacted a little bit. Llegó a ese mínimo, reaccionó un poquito. Por eso aquí llegó a este mínimo y reaccionó así. That's why the market, when it got there, it reacted. And that's why I sent the photo. I sent secure some profits there. Secure partial profits. I'm gonna show you. Desktop, save. Where is it? Where am I? Secure profits. Where is it? I don't know. Okay, whatever. You can see it in the chat. I sent a message saying, okay, you can secure profits partially there because we don't know what's gonna happen after that. And what happened actually? It consolidated. Se frenó, se consolidó. ¿Qué pasó? What happened? This is a typical pattern. Un patrón típico alcista. That's ascending triangle. Higher, low, higher, low, higher, low. Boom. Okay, eso es también muy poderoso. And it got to this area that we had marked in the 1 hour. Remember? Boom. Right there. It took that. It reacted there. And it came back down to this level. Now what happens? Oh, look. Oh, it's bouncing again. Oh, what a coincidence. Qué casualidad que está respetando. Está volviendo a rebotar aquí. You see that? All right. Okay. How we doing? Use the chat. Comment 5. Escríbeme 5 si todo te está quedando claro. If everything is clear. 555 en el chat para yo también más o menos tener un feedback de qué lo que. So that I know if you are on board with me. If everything is on point and clear and evident. Everything is understandable. Amazing, man. I love it. Nice. All right. Okay. So, this is the part of the analysis I wanted to make. Esa era la parte de análisis que les quería mostrar. There is a lot more to this. There could be a lot more. Podría haber más. Yeah, I could talk about like a few indicators. I could say, yeah, well, maybe, depending on the hour of the day, dependiendo de la hora del día. Yes, that's true. Eso es verdad. Pero, a lo último, in the end, this is the behavior you're going to see eventually. It doesn't matter the time, regardless the session, no importa a qué hora o sin importar la sesión. Desde que ustedes vean este tipo de comportamiento, tienen oportunidades de las cuales se pueden aprovechar. You have opportunities. When I talk about the time of day and the session, cuando hablamos del tiempo del día, la hora del día, mejor dicho, y las sesiones, basically what happens is that New York has certain time windows where these algorithms I wouldn't say get activated, but they deliver price. Hay momentos en el día de Nueva York en los cuales estos algoritmos distribuyen las órdenes y generan la liquidez y la volatilidad. Okay? The algorithms are there to create the volatility and liquidity. Son los responsables para generar liquidez y volatilidad para que la gente